right. Shalom. This is Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, Fort Wayne, Indiana. All right. And the I.S.U.P.K reservation. And we're going to get to today's topic. We're going to be talking about how the separation and equal rights is not of God. You understand? God is not equal with man and the rest of the earth. You understand? And we're going to be proving everything that we say, everything we speak with the Bible. All right. First scripture we're going to be pulling and we're going to be going into is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. All right. Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and we're going to get into it. All right. All right. So everybody any questions? I want everybody to share the class. That's on YouTube and that's on Facebook. You tune into the class. Make sure you share the class. Make sure you like the class. Share this to somebody that don't know about the truth. You understand? Make sure we get all this content out to people that ain't never witnessed the truth. All right. So with that, we're gonna get to the first scripture that we pulling. All right. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. And that say thou art an holy people. When they say the word holy, what does the word holy mean? We don't even know. We've been going to church 20, 30 goddamn years. We don't even know what holy means. It say that thou art holy, just like a high holy day. In other words, the people would say a holiday, but a high holy day. The word holy means to be separate. Just like we have a high holy day, that day is separate from the rest of the other days. We are a separate people from the rest of everybody else. We are separate people. Martin Luther King has been preaching to us about equal rights and joining together hand to hand with the oppressor. But that's not the agenda of God. God's agenda is not to hold hand in hand with the oppressors and love each other. That equal rights ain't in the Bible. You understand? And that's our topic we're gonna get into. Our topic that we get into is the sad truths about equal rights. Equal rights is all a farce and a lie. It ain't of God. It ain't in the Bible. It's just man philosophy and feigned deceit and thought. All right. So we're going to keep going, digging deeper in Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. It say, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians everywhere on the planet Earth. We are to be a holy people unto the Most High God. We ain't supposed to be joining hand in hand and getting together with all the ideology and religion of the world and Christmas and holidays and Valentine's days and New Year's. That ain't what the Lord ain't put us on the earth to just be whore ourselves out into every other nation. The Lord said we are in holy people. You understand? We the Lord's favorite people. Just like you got a favorite jacket or favorite coat or favorite pair of shoes. How you gonna say God don't got it? You didn't put yourself over the thing that created you. Just like you got a favorite anything, the Most High has a favorite people. Just like you favor anything, you got a favorite color. That's one of the most common questions asked on the face of the earth. What's your favorite color? The Most High got a favorite people. We the most blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. The blacks and Hispanics is in the ghetto. The Hispanics is on the border in California, in El Paso, Texas, and the Native Indians on every reservation are God's chosen people. And we are holy people. We to separate. We to separate from Martin Luther King Day. We to separate from the equal rights movement. Them ain't things that we supposed to be joining ourselves to. We supposed to be a separate and holy people, devoured to the Lord thy God. Understand? Let's keep reading. Let's keep digging deeper into verse 6. Okay. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. The Lord chosen the blacks and Hispanics to be a special people unto himself, man. Unto himself. We sit up here, we let all the oppressors sit up here and vote for the Mexicans for build a wall across Mexico. Sit up here and vote and say Hispanics are criminals and Hispanics are this. But every time I turn around and go into one of these Hispanic places, is white folks in there eating all type of tacos and eating all the Mexican spices and all the tacos and Mexican foods. Really, we ain't supposed to be supporting them. In all actuality, in all actuality. And we reading it in the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. The Lord said, we are a special people unto himself. We are special people unto the Lord, man. We're special people unto God. What the hell we trying to be a special people unto our oppressor for? What we trying to be special with the white man for? For what? When God said you special to him. We think we ugly. We got to go dye our hair 10 different colors. We got to go straighten our hair the hell out. We bleaching our skin. We getting with white women. We getting with white men. We destroying what the Lord said was special. If I take you got a special, your favorite shirt that you like to wear. It's a special shirt. Your favorite shirt. You know you got it somewhere in your closet. I say, yeah, let me see that special that shirt. And then let me pour some bleach all over. And then they be like, then give it back to you. It's ruined. That's the same thing with God's people. We God's special and chosen people, and we done took what God's favorite creation that he ever made, and we done bleached it. We done whitewashed it through philosophy, through Martin Luther King Day that just passed. What was it, Monday? That just passed. We done whitewashed ourselves in this place. We done whitewashed our whole identity. We done forgot what it was to be black. We forgot what it was to be a Hebrew. What it is to be an Israelite. All right, we reading in Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. This the sad truth about equal rights in America. Just the sad truth, man. Let's reread it, and we're gonna keep going down. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. All right, we're in the middle of 6. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's it, above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. Above all people. That don't sound too much. I don't see equal rights. I didn't see God shows people supposed to be equal, hold hand in hand with white women, little white women hold hands with little white children. I ain't read that. You know what I'm saying? That your pastor that your Christian pastor preaching and shoving down your throat with that Martin Luther King dream bull crap. The Lord said you are his special people above every other nation on the face of the earth. You in the ghetto, the black man that's in prison, you God's favorite and special people. The man that's sitting in a prison cell, sleeping on a cot, sleeping on a metal bed in the goddamn ghetto, in poverty. The one his mama that's doped up on drugs, that never met his father. His father locked up and doing 25 to life in jail. The people that's on reservations that they can't step foot off the reservation. The people that can't come across the border, drowning in the goddamn Gulf of Mexico. Them God's chosen people. Them his chosen people. The ones he said that's special and above all people on the face of the earth. That's just the truth. It ain't nothing. All I'm doing is reading. I'd sat down and learned. And now I'm reading it out the Bible. Out the King James Holy Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. It tells you that you God's special and chosen people. Not the oppressor, man. Not the oppressor. And it's clear as day. It's clear as day. The Lord that made us 10 times, 1,000 million times better than the oppressor in every other nation, man. Our skin better. We look better. We dance better. We cook better. We better people. We are much, much better people. Well mannered. We don't go on mass murders and shootings and go shoot up. Brother get mad, he might go shoot. He might shoot what? Shoot 7 people and injure 6 of them and probably kill 1. That's it. Let the oppressor go get a gun, the AR-15. He go shoot and spread the crowd up. He's shooting and killing hundreds of people. That ain't God's chosen people. People that just run around killing and terrorizing the earth. That's not God's chosen people. And the God bless America is a farce and a lie. All right. Let's get the next scripture. Let's go to Psalms chapter 83. Psalms chapter 83. All right. Let's go to Psalms chapter 83 and verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's what these other nations say. This scripture, Psalms 83, is a prayer. It's a prayer. But in the prayer, it's talking about what the other nations saying and what they thinking in their councils. It says they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. That's what they want to do to blacks and Hispanics. We talking about joining together. We in 2020, and we still talking about fighting for equal rights. How is that? 2020. We just got out of 2019, and we still talking about the "I have a dream" speech and equal rights, and we still ain't got it. You still ain't got equal rights. You still ain't treated fairly. You the first fired and the last hired. Last one to get the job, the first one to get fired. And we still talking about equal rights and more way we have a dream, and we still pushing, we still fighting, because one day we can achieve. That's all bull crap, man. That's all bull crap. We fighting for equal rights while every other nation is fighting to be on top. You fighting for equal rights while they setting up Chinatown right down the street from your local hood. While they setting up all the gas stations and Arab shops right in the middle of your ghetto, making money off of you, making money off your grandmother. We so quick to jump on somebody, a black and a Hispanic person that's playing us and cheating us out of our money or cheating us some out of which way. But soon as a heathen, the oppressor set up shop in our neighborhoods, we all right with it. Because it's all about Martin Luther King and having a dream. And equal rights this and equal rights that, when it's all bull crap, man. It's all bull crap. It's all feigned philosophy. And that ain't in the Bible. Martin Luther King's speech is not his speech, and God does not approve Martin Luther King's speech in the Bible. Equal rights, the Lord ain't with being equal. The Lord is about blacks and Hispanics being on top. That's what he about. The black man in America being on top. The Hispanic man in America being on top. The Native Indian Gadite brothers being on top of every nation on the face of the earth. And that's just biblical. It ain't like nothing I got to say. It ain't my speech. I ain't Martin Luther King. All I'm doing is delivering a message. What they say, don't kill the messenger. We delivering a message. And you mad with us. You mad because we bringing out the truth. That's just the sad and ugly truth. That equal rights, it ain't never been equal in the face. Name me one time on the face of the earth where something been equal. Ain't nothing never been equal. Nothing. Never. No society. It always been a peasant. It always been slaves. It always been somebody at the bottom. Always been a bottom feeder. You look at the ocean. Look at the King David. We in the book of Psalms. Didn't King David say consider the ant? Didn't King David say that? King David said consider the ant. This is some things we don't understand because we're slaves. Sometimes we don't sit back and just observe the world. Look at the ocean. Look at the sea world. You got the shrimps and crab and the lobsters on the bottom of the goddamn ocean eating. They bottom feeders. That's what they are. While the sharks swimming at the top. While the dolphins swimming at the top. You got the shrimps and the crabs eating the bottom of the ocean. It always, in any economic food chain, it's always a bottom. Right now in America, your black behind is at the bottom of the food chain. That ain't equal. 2020, Martin Luther King's dream it became a nightmare. His dream is a nightmare. It's an absolute total nightmare for blacks and Hispanics. We became the bottom of the food chain. We have no more black ministers. What are the black ministers? What if I just came out of prison? I said, man, I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm looking for some black business. Somebody, man, just put me on something. Let me prove myself. What can I go and do that? I can't do that nowhere. You can only do that in the I.S.U.P.K. That's the only place you can get a fresh start at. Any other place on the face of the earth, you can't come out of prison as a black man with two different felonies charges and get a decent job somewhere. You can't do it. That show you right there, man. There ain't nothing equal in this place. Equal rights ain't here. These other nations come together and think about how they can destroy us. Think about how they can feed off of the blood of the blacks and Hispanics. Feed off the blood of the Native American Indians. They marketing spills. They marketing to offer the Gadites. They take you got the Redskins. How many Redskin teams have we saw? They done took the Native American Indians, stole their land, raped and robbed and plagued them, and then named the sports team right after the Native American Indians. And we talking about equal rights. They feasting off of us, off of the backs of the blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, man. They feasting off of us. It ain't no equal rights. Ain't never been no equal rights. Never. Martin Luther King dream is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. We at the bottom of the social system in America. How did Gadites go from running? They went from running on the playing fields of America to being on reservation camp. How did the Hispanics go from then the whole population of Texas being Hispanics to being limited, can't even cross the border? We didn't been, and then the blacks, y'all, we didn't been slaves our whole goddamn life. We went from the slave yard to the goddamn prison yard. And we still talking about Martin Luther King and having a dream. When it's just all a farce and a lie. It's all something your past to sell you, to push down your throat to make a few more bucks. Why at your expense. Making some money and making some few more dollars off the expense of blacks, Hispanics, blood. And so we sitting here clapping and honoring Martin Luther King like he did something great. But really, that man was a foul and wicked bastard that really had a lust for white women. You understand? It ain't nothing that I'm saying personal. It's just factual, biblical. And we use that. Now, let us go to Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. We're going to Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. All right? We're going to pull that. And this is just the sad truth. Equal rights ain't in the Bible. All this equal rights bull crap that been going on, that been pushed around, especially this week. It's all just bull crap, man. That ain't none of it biblical at all. Nothing. We still running around trying to find equal rights and trying to find a way to come up, and we trying to come up and start a business, and we getting lowballed in America. You can't start a goddamn business. You're being lowballed and discriminated against. How the hell you can't even go get a bank loan? You want to open up a black business. You want to go get a bank loan from the bank and open up your black business and become a successful black business owner. It's then near the impossible to do it because you can't get a damn bank loan because you're getting discriminated by walking inside the bank. And we're talking about equal rights. Discrimination is happening every single day of your goddamn life. Every day of your life, you being discriminated against. And we're talking about equal rights. It's just the truth, man. It's just the sad goddamn truth. All right. Where we going? Oh, yeah. We're going to Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. All right. We just read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And then we just read Psalms 83 and 4. All right. And now we're going to go to Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. All right. So everybody online, everybody that's tuned into the class, make sure you share the class. Share the class to some people that never heard about the truth. Get them a chance. Get them a chance to learn about the truth. Get them a chance, the opportunity to come inside and change their life. Learn about the truths about what's going on in this world. Share the class. Let them find out. All right. Like the class. Go to ISUPK.com and make sure you paying all your tithes and all your donations to this one body, man. This truth needs to be well supported with all the blacks and Hispanics. And that's how you start up your own black business, through the I.S.U.P.K. That's how you start a black business, through the I.S.U.P.K, through Commander GEN.YAHANNA, and coming through here. And that's how you start a black business. Because in the world, that ain't never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. You looking for the oppressors to show you some mercy and give you a shot. And they give you no goddamn shot. The NBA, NFL successful. They love the hell out of Martin Luther King. They love the hell. They just had a Martin Luther King Day special, Equal Rights Day special on NBA basketball, TV, NFL, and every other thing that blacks and Hispanics put their money into. They making money rich off of us because all your business is gone. Talking about equal rights. Where your black bus at? Where the black Uber? Where the black coffee restaurant? I want to see black everything. Where that's at? They got, I see all Starbucks. That's for white women. A white woman going there. How the hell I can't go on Starbucks looking for a broad because it's all white women in there. What a black coffee shop at? What a black business is at? It ain't none. The I.S.U.P.K is the longest and the most striving and most successful black business on the face of the goddamn earth. All right, and it's because we built on it by the Lord saying. So let's read Amos 3 and 2. Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. The Most High said, you only have I known. Again, this is another scripture. That don't sound equal at all to me. Equal at all. And blacks and Hispanics, we learn to go with the flow so much, we do no study and no research of our own. No research and study of our own. We read in Amos 3 and 2. The Lord said, you only have I known. He's speaking into the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And we still fighting for equal rights. When the Most High God is telling you, you only have he known. Only. The Most High don't put no honor to the oppressor, no other heathen nation. No, he don't deal with them. He only deal with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, according to this Bible, man. That's it. You only are the Lord known. All right. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. I'm going to read it from the top. It say, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. That's why, and that's your answer right there for why we at the top of the rate for HIV and AIDS. Why we at the top of the rates for high blood pressure, man. Brother said, when you gonna stop wearing that Star Molech? Now look, this is what you got to understand. We right now we're on the topic of equal rights. If you want to, you can say your questions if you want to stay into the end of class to get your questions answered, we answer. We do it at the beginning of class, at the end of class. Right now, we on the equal rights. Right now, we teaching black people and Hispanic people that equal rights is not, they never been, and equal rights in America has never been founded not for blacks and Hispanics. I have even the Hispanic shops, even the Hispanic restaurants. It's still not successful. Not at the rate of the oppressor restaurants, at the rate of the oppressor businesses. We have nothing compared to what America got, man. We got to rebuild. We got to restructure ourselves. How we gonna structure ourselves is through the Bible. That's how we gonna have to do it, through the Lord. Because we can't do it through Martin Luther King. We can't do it through your pastor. We can't do it through every other fake Israelite and Christian organization. It cannot be done at all. At all. You run around, you think you got the truth. You on your little Facebook page posting stuff about that you learned from the truth. You learned it from the I.S.U.P.K. And you run around, you posting it, you think you got the truth. Meanwhile, you mixing it with MLK Day. Every other philosophy and little Christian thing, the salt, feeling that you got yourself, your own the vain and lust that you throwing into your little mixture of what you got that you so-called truth. And you think that you got the truth. Really, you don't, man. Really, you don't. Really, nobody has the truth except for the I.S.U.P.K. And we bringing out the truth, the sad and ugly truth that it ain't no equal rights, man. And God ain't never been equal at all. Never. On the face of the earth. Ever. Nowhere on the earth can you find equality. Nothing. It's always one thing better than another. Don't the Bible say that? Don't the Bible say one thing better than another? It's always been one thing better than another. Man and woman. Adult and child. You understand? Always one thing better than another. And we better than the oppressor. We better than these other heathen nations. It's just that just like I read in Amos 3 and 2, the Lord said, therefore, I punish you for your iniquities. The problem is that blacks and Hispanics have just been sinners. We just been sinners and committing crimes against God. That's our problem. It ain't like the oppressor got some advanced technology where they come up with all these brilliant and great ideas, and black people just stuck in poverty and can't come up with nothing. Nah, that ain't the case. You come up with everything. You make everything popular. Everything what it is because of you. You built up America. You built up the NBA, built up the NFL, built up everything. Only reason you ain't reaping the benefits is because the Lord don't want you to reap no benefits. It's because right now we in our time of slavery. We serving this slave out. We serving this hell out right now, and we getting through it. You understand? That's the only reason. All right. All right. So let's go back and let's read Deuteronomy 7 and 6 before we close this out. Let's go back and read that again. And while we getting that, you understand? The brother had a question. If he's still watching the stream, he said, "When you gonna stop wearing that star of Molech?" All right. What people don't understand is that this is a shield, the shield of David. What people don't understand, when you don't study and you don't really know too much, you don't really read the Bible, you don't really do no research or study. When the kings, when the king was in power and rulership, what a king would do when he had to sign or stamp something, the king would wear a ring, and he would, on his ring, it would be his signature, his stamp, and he would stamp that document or that piece of paper with his signature, and then send it off. King David wore a ring with his signature, Da in the Hebrew, and he would stamp documents and papers and stamp and send that letter off into wherever it needed to go. That don't have nothing to do with a star of Molech. And first of all, and second of all, a star is not even a star in the goddamn sky. You look at a star is a goddamn ball of fire. It ain't got that star. A star don't. A sun does not have any points. It's just a ball of fire. You understand? Really, people get on here and really don't know nothing and really not well educated. You know what I'm saying? To be on their little Facebook page thinking they got the truth. You understand? Fake Israelites. You understand? And they run around posting little feeds, posting stuff that they found out that from us, and then taking it to their little Facebook pages, think they and try to get a little following while they still in, cutting hair and sinning against the Lord. You understand? Little barbers and all that. So let us finish reading Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Go back to that. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord said you are holy people. You understand? Holy means to be separate. You understand? Holy means to separate something. Now, if you were holy people, that means that you were separate people from the rest of every other nation. Just like you have a high holy day. That day is separate from the rest of the other days. It ain't the other days the same. This day is different. The other nations are the same. This nation is different. Blacks, Hispanics, and every Native American Indian are a holy and separate people. You understand? Let's keep reading. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. The Lord chosen you to be a special and holy people unto himself. The Lord created you and loved you as his special and one and only people to himself. We can't be sluts and whores out here worshiping all these other gods. You understand? We out here worshiping horoscopes and talking about I'm a Gemini and I'm a Taurus and the Cancers do this, and that's all bullcrap and vain philosophy. The Lord said you are special people unto him. We not supposed to be worshiping these other gods and all these other religions. All right. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading down. All right. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Now we are people that's above, far above and beyond every other people on the face of the earth. That don't got nothing to do with equal rights, man. You understand? This Bible is all about separation and the separation of God's and chosen people. We should be focused on salvation and separating ourselves from Christianity in America. You understand? Not joining ourselves hand to hand. Don't let that vain philosophy get pushed down your throat and loving, oppressing, loving America, man. Separate yourself from America. Separate yourself from Christianity. We are holy people, man. You understand? Now come on ISUPK.com. Pay your tithes and donation. You understand? Pay 10% of any increase, a penny that you earn. Make sure that you get donations to Commander Gen.YAHANNA and the Israelite School and Universal and Practical Knowledge, man. You understand? And with that, we're gonna close it out. Shalom.